Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Lynn, and today I'm going to be doing a book talk on My Heart and Other Black Holes by Jasmine Warga. Now this book is, before you watch this book talk or read this book, just to let you know, this book does have to do with depression and suicide, and if you're not comfortable with stuff like that, I wouldn't recommend staying for this book talk or reading this book at all, because this is like basically the main point of the book. Sorry, the lighting's really bad, and that's why we're in a different area, because if I go where my bookshelf is, the lighting's disgusting, because it's like raining and it looks like there's going to be a flood soon. So, back to the book. Now, this book I read just yesterday, and I absolutely love this book. I finished it in one sitting. Technically, yeah, one sitting, because I read 70 pages and I had to go somewhere for an hour, but as soon as I came back, I read it. I finished it, so that's technically still one sitting, right? I'm going to say that's one sitting. I really don't care. But this book, I absolutely love this book. I know it has to do with like sad, depression, suicidal thoughts stuff, but this book might be one of my favorite books I read in 2015 so far. Other than Clockwork Princess, obviously. This book is probably one of my favorites, and I'll just get into the synopsis. This book follows our main character, Azelle, who is 16, and she is very depressed and wants to commit suicide, but she doesn't think she can do it on her own, so she thinks she needs a little push. So she goes on this website where there's a section of the website called Suicide Partners, where you find, which is basically you find someone who lives near you who wants to commit suicide, and then you like make a pact together. And she meets this boy named Roman, and they create a pact together, and like they're planning their whole suicide mission and stuff like that. But things get cray afterwards, and it's just a sad, wild ride from there. That's all I'm going to say, because I really don't want to spoil anything else. This book's small, it's only like just over 300 pages, and I don't want to spoil anything really. But the cover is gorgeous. Look at this. And it's like raised. Oh my god, it's even pretty naked too. Naked, it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous naked, this book. This book is gorgeous either way. It's gorgeous. I love this book. So if that sounds interesting to you, go read that book and come back and discuss it with us. If you've already read it, you can stay. So bye now, spoilery people. Bye, 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 bye. You read the book. Congratulations. How did you like the book? As I said, I personally extremely loved it. I like these kind of books. They don't really affect me. Of course, I know that they're sad, but I like these kind of books. I think they teach you about how, because you may not be like the person who we're following. They teach you how other people, depressed people, feel, and I really like that. So, I got so mad at her family. We don't really get much from her stepdad, Steve. Is that his name? Steve? Yeah. But her mom in Georgia, at the beginning of the book, I was so upset because you're not giving her enough attention. Like, isn't it pretty obvious your daughter's sad? And the mother, even though she has a different family now, doesn't mean you don't pay attention to your daughter from another husband. That really, really upset me. It's like she is miserable. She was miserable that her own daughter was living with her. That's just insane. I could not take that. And that's just one thing. Her family really got me upset. And you know what? This really reminds me of like a super emo version of Eleanor Park. That's what this reminds me of, like an emo version of Eleanor Park. To be honest, that's what it reminds me of. I have a book talk on Eleanor Park. You can check that out if you want. But if you've read Eleanor Park, don't you think this is like an emo version of Eleanor Park? That's just my opinion. I was thinking that while I was reading. So, anywho, this book, it didn't make me cry. Obviously, I felt sad at moments, but it was pretty obvious you knew that they weren't going to commit suicide. They were going to fall in love with each other and, you know, change their ways, right? I knew that from the beginning. It kind of, like, gives that away in the synopsis. Unless you did a plot twist, that'd be amazing. But, you kind of know they're not going to actually do it, just because, you know, that usually doesn't happen when stuff is planned like this in a book. But I'm happy it didn't, because she got her way. She started realizing that one person can change your life. And that was amazing in my opinion. Roman, he was not so open-minded and changing. Even at the beginning, she wasn't. But, you know, I think that's because she never really tried making new friends. She would say, oh, nobody wants to be friends with me. But she never really tried. Adele never really tried. And I don't know. It's just, she never really tried. And I guess that's why. But she obviously put effort into being friends with Roman, and I love Roman. Roman was amazing. I can relate to these characters so much. Not that I'm suicidal. I'm not suicidal. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's not that I can relate to them in that way, but I can relate to them just because I feel this connection with them. I don't know. Like, people say you can, like, I read Eleanor and Park, and I don't even like contemporary. Is this considered contemporary? No, it's too, I don't think so. I don't know. Probably. I don't usually relate to contemporary, but this contemporary, oh my god, I related to it so much. Not in a suicidal way. Obviously not that, but I just love this book so much. I don't know what's up with it. I just relate to the characters. Adele, she's Turkish, and parts of my family are Turkish. My name is Turkish, Selin, S-E-L-I-N. That's a Turkish name, and not only that, but I don't know. Both these characters, I felt like they're so relatable and so realistic. Like I just don't know. I wanted more to the ending of this book. Like, when he locked himself in the car, I didn't see that coming. Like, I thought, I don't know, but so she goes over, right, and she's gonna try to convince him not to do this or whatever, and, you know, she's there, right, and she goes, obviously, you can see during even the middle of the book, her mind's changed, she's changing her mind about the whole April 7th thing, and, because of Roman, and Roman can obviously see that too, because that's why he locked himself in the car in the garage with the engine on at the end of the book. And I did not see that coming. When I thought it was a bit strange when his mom was just like, oh, you can drive. I don't know. Even if Roman was my son and I was his mom and I was overprotective because of what happened with Maddie, I don't think I'd let him drive right away without someone in the car. It was strange that she never heard the garage door open, or that she never saw him leave the road. That was a bit strange. I don't know, I would have watched my son got out just because it's his first time driving in the year, personally. I'm just saying, but when Adele went to see him in the hospital, and he was like, he didn't want to jump off with her. He didn't want her to die because he thinks she doesn't deserve it. That just, oh my god, this book was so sweet. And she was like, well, if you do want to hurt me, why did you do this? And I was like, oh, that was me. That was me the whole time. And I don't know, this book's so hard to explain and get my emotions out. It was so good. I just honestly really, really, really love this book, and I would rate it a 10 out of 10. I give it a 10 out of 10. 5 stars, guys. 5 stars. I love this book. It's amazing. Extremely amazing. I really, really, really love this book. Anything else that we should talk about? What about, excuse me, her dad. Her dad, Adele's dad. I thought we'd actually get to see him. I'm surprised we didn't. Her mom did make that promise to her that she'd take her to the mental hospital to see her dad. I know we're not going to get a sequel to this book. These are the kind of books you get sequels to, but at least she gets to see her dad, right? And the whole Maddie situation, I wouldn't, you see, if that was me, I guess I would blame it on myself because, I don't know, I do kind of blame Roman for Maddie, but that's not something I should judge him on. I'm talking like this is a real person, because it is, right? But I guess if I was in Roman's situation, I would definitely blame myself for leaving Maddie in the tub alone. And knowing that she has seizures and she shouldn't take a bath alone, instead of, like, let's say I was Roman, going, but just staying with my boyfriend. Now, that, I would blame myself, and I can see why he's upset. And yeah, I just don't, I feel bad for Roman in a way, because at least his mom cares about him. We get Azelle's mom saying how she cared about her all along. She just didn't know how to approach the conversation with her dad, which I still don't like Azelle's mom. I still don't like her. If she was a good mother, she would have found a way to talk to Azelle about what happened. Because seriously, that should have. I just still don't like her mom. I've kind of forgiven Georgia because Georgia's just that little sister who wants to be just like her big sister, or in this case, her big stepsister. And I understand that. That's totally cool. I've totally forgiven Georgia. Georgia's just like a little girl who wants to be just like her sister. That's fine. But her mom, I still haven't forgiven completely. I just haven't. I thought if she was a good mother, she would have known that she should talk to her daughter some way instead of just ignoring her daughter. Apparently she cared about the whole time, but you would have not just ignored her like that or give more attention to your current children because you're currently building a new family and exclude her from that. That just really got me upset. Her mom was like a big thing in this book to me, and it just made me really upset, and I'm now getting all serious. But yeah, her mom just made me upset, and yeah, see, I'm all flustered right now. So overall, I absolutely love this book. Please tell me what you thought about this book. I give it a 10 out of 10, and it was just amazing. I just love this book. I was kind of scared to go into it just because I haven't read a book like this in a while. When's the last book I read something like this? Not in a while. Maybe I haven't read a book that deals with depression in a while. Actually, I don't remember when's the last time I read one, but overall, I do like these books a lot. Books that deal with depression. I've read a lot of them. I just can't, off the top of my head right now, I just can't remember the last one I read, other than this one. But I really, really, really love this book, and 10 out of 10, guys. 5 stars. A plus, 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 plus. Just amazing, amazing, amazing. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!